Hello, crypto traders and crypto investors. How are you all keeping? I got two requests for Quantum Coin, and mainly because I made a DTR video, so for dynamic trading rights or tokens, and the founders are basically the same. The team is the same, most of them, and the main guy, Damian Merlak, the founder of Bitstamp, is behind both project Quantum and tokens, and both of them are correlated. So tokens is for the centralized exchange, and quantum is deflationary coin, which which is creating income by doing arbitrage and creating liquidity on the markets, and then they use that income to burn it. So, for instance, with Ethereum and with Bitcoin, the miners are creating new coins, so you get new coins every day, which creates inflation and downward pressure. So with this one, it's just the opposite. You get deflationary. So let's say that nobody's selling or buying quantum because there's less and less of quantum. The value of quantum goes up. I hope that makes sense. And I'll have to disappoint you with technical analysis on this one because the market cap is, relatively speaking, really, really small, 12 million, and with this one is really not too much history. I mean, there is history, but because of the volume and market cap being so small, it will be more challenging to make a technical analysis. But look, I'll do my best. I'll take a shot. I was looking at the coin, and there are actually a few things that we can look at that are quite interesting. So let's take a look. Quantum versus BTC. So what I was looking at was I first threw in this Fibonacci in. Okay, it's not here, but it provided me some details. So I connected this bottom of this crazy wick to this wick. So this will be the thing with a coin like that. The volatility is extreme. It's really extreme. I mean, it goes from 13,000 all the way down to 70, well, like to 100. So that's 130 times less. I mean, the volatility is crazy. Or if you go here to 500. So yeah, if you have this coin, get ready for some crazy ups and downs. And okay, this was at the start. Now it's kind of like balancing out here, trying to find the bottom. And it did. Like, we will take a look in this. Like, I'm gonna take out those lines for now. I'm gonna take out those lines. So what was happening here? We could see that price was going down. We're trying to find the bottom, but the momentum was going up. So we could see that we tried to find the bottom, and we did. We found it here in December, like the majority of coins. Yeah, we're pumping in December, and we had this big volume, relatively speaking, and we had this pump, and now we're selling off slowly. Selling off. So what I did is throw in that Fibonacci, and this is where I got the other support zones as well. So let's do that. Okay, what is going on? Okay, here you go. So even for this one, you can see that Fibonacci works, because look at 618, look at 0.5, and I'm gonna take out 7.6 just to make it clearer. I'm gonna take out the zones that are not important, so these two. So look at 618. We bounced off in this area and created a little bit of support here. We bounced out of 0.5, and we bounced off of 0.382. So this, if you are a believer in quantum fundamentally enough, have to, and probably repeat this many times throughout this video. For a coin like this, mainly you have to believe in fundamentals, because if this project works, I mean, the technical analysis is really just for entries. It really depends. If it works, this can skyrocket, and the downside is, here close to to zero, right? And the upside is, who knows where this is like with 12 million. If project like this, I don't know what it is. It's really a speculation, but let's just say that the upside is far more, right? Let's say that it can, if it goes to 100 million, you 10x or even more, of course. So yeah, keep that in mind. The technical analysis here is really just to pick the entries. I mean, you can. I don't think you can day trade this. The volume is not big enough. I mean, I think it was traded about $2,000 per day, so you can't day trade it. This is really for hodlers out there buying and holding it that wants to try and find the entry. So this Fibonacci is important, and you have the support here 618. So let's connect some lines. On this bottom we have a support, and then this crazy wick here is also quite important because we came here and then again it acted as a support, it acted as a resistance, and again it acted as a resistance. So we have this line here as well, which we bounced off here. So if you are a long-term believer in this coin, I'll take out the Fibonacci now. This would be the areas that I would be looking at to buy around here if we get a retest of the bottom, and then take my entry profits here just to guarantee myself, just to take out the profits and just to work with profits. And then this one here, and then the rest I would just leave to run. That's basically it. So that was that. When it comes to BTC value, if we go and take a look at USD value, we kind of see a similar thing, but maybe it's a bit easier to spot some other things as well. So, but I can't draw here, and so you have to use some imagination there. Let's imagine that you connect this line here with this line here. I mean, with this point here, and if you make like a straight line between the two, you get a support. And if you connect the top here and you connect this and this, you get like a falling line like that. So all in all, it creates a triangle, which is a really typical thing to see in alts, especially after the January run. And then you get a pump usually when we break through that triangle. So now it looks like we tested it. 6th of May, we tested it, and then again. So far, it doesn't look that it's succeeding. So if we have unsuccessful breakout like we had here, you usually expect a little bit of sell-off, and then we usually expect a little bit of to find a support. And if you find a support here and we have a bounce, then again another test of that triangle trying to break out. And if we do, then we're up to the races, technically speaking. But of course, you'll also have to hear some news fundamentally. And another thing to note here, I think is really important as well, is that the people behind this coin and the people that invested in the whales of quantum are similar, or a lot of whales who hold quantum also hold DTR. And they are hardcore believers in this project. I mean, I know one of them, and when DTR was falling like crazy, he was like, look, I'm gonna hold this coin no matter what. So if you have, it's really important to know that, because if you have hardcore supporters like that, they just won't sell it, so the price just won't fall under what it was, like the bottom. If that was really the test, then they just won't sell it. So that's a good thing, because then to the downside you're kind of limited, but to the upside there's almost no limit. So that's a good thing as well. And maybe I got reminded of this 14 days ago with Bitcoin Cash, because you see all that hate coming in Bitcoin Cash, but as long as you have the whales like Roger Ver and the whole gang behind it, if you have that big of a that whales, and the price goes so cheap, it's easy for them to push it up. and they just won't sell it no matter what. So that's a good and important thing to note as well. I mean, the only thing that could bring this coin to zero is the team itself. I mean, if the project is, if they just say, you know what, this is not working, or something along those lines, we're just gonna ban this project, and of course, then it will go to zero. Even those hardcore codlers will be forced to sell or do something. So here you go. That was my technical analysis. I mean, I added some fundamentals and sentiment analysis here as well, because I had to be a little bit creative with this one. So for all of you traders out there, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're successful in your trades, and please like, share, and subscribe this video if you liked it. If you have any other requests, feel free to send me an email, contact me on Twitter, or just post under the YouTube video, and I'll be happy to make a video like this one. All the best to you guys. And girls as well. We always say guys. Here you go. Goodbye.